Hey, good evening and welcome, fellow babies. It's Ukraine Update here on the Shills, and we've got an absolute mayhem situation of crazy and chaos, and you're going to love it because it's not just Operator Starsky, but we got Mercado Media and Alex from NAFO, the madmen delivering the trucks. It's going to be all kinds of awesome. We should, as normal, start out the way we like to start things out. So let's cue the music and get it over to Mr. Starsky for some headlines.
Hello, fellas. It's very nice to see you, and I have a small deja vu because we're streaming with Mercado like in the good old times, separated by a monitor. First of all, I would like to showcase this beautiful mic that I have here in my studio. This mic was given to me on my birthday by Simon and Paul. It's awesome. Absolutely. Look at this. It has like an emblem of the National Guard of Ukraine. And it kicks ass. So as for the recent updates from Ukraine, we had several missile strikes and Shahed strikes. The guys are... Where are you going, guys? Oh my God. They were kidnapped. The guys are setting up the proper environment, okay? Meanwhile, we have an air alert over the eastern Ukraine. Basically, all eastern and southern Ukraine has air alert because apparently several cruise missiles launched by Tu-95 bombers, Tu-22 bombers were approaching Zaporizhia, according to the most recent news. So we know that they can change their trajectory, so possibly we will have an air alert as well. On the other hand, the Russians may be striking Kryvyi Rih again because there are absolutely no military targets worth their attention, only civilian targets, and obviously they're training using civilian targets again, which we saw multiple times. This week there was one specific Shahed strike on Kyiv. Several Shaheds flew over my district, and they were intercepted, but unfortunately the debris crashed into a building, and we know that the ambassador of the UK lived in that area. Luckily, she's fine. But it was close. It was really close, approximately 5 kilometers from me. And she was lucky because she stayed in the bomb shelter. So as for the front lines, we know that Karadagh, the assault unit of the National Guard, together with several units of the armed forces of Ukraine, were able to liberate 1 mile deep into the Russian-controlled territory, which is awesome. We see the assault brigades of the National Guard in action, and they show their abilities. I think that soon we will see much more. And it was all on my side. I'm passing my word to our guests.
Awesome. Yeah. We got Mercado and Alex both right there, and they for sure are going to be, as entertaining and knowledgeable as they were last time. Love having these guys over. Awesome.
Yeah, we're recovering from a nap. Both of us had to get some sleep finally because we've just been awake like nonstop. I mean, I feel like I'm getting 3-4 hours of sleep.
Oh yeah, maximum. Like it's a real battle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a battle, and the reason we had to move, there's just a dead zone for Wi-Fi. Starsky knows because he's on our morning program now that we just suddenly started, and it's doing well. But we had to come in for Wi-Fi. There's no danger outside. It's just we literally couldn't even hear Dick, and it was like stuttering. But now we're all set and squared away.
The only danger is the lack of bandwidth, isn't it?
Yeah, and the proper water too, because we keep getting.
Yeah.
I bought the wrong water last time, and sparkling water, and thankfully Alex saved the day and got some real water
Man, I
here.
don't even know how we survived on sparkling water for 3 days.
Yeah, imagine surviving on sparkling water for 3 days. It's like constantly drinking something that tastes like your arm fell asleep. It's just like, you know what I mean? Or like when you just get close to the TV and you got the static going. It's like we were drinking that. So like we're basically surviving off of 5G energy for at least like a week.
Totally. And we'd run out of tea for the breakfast show,
Oh.
so we've managed to get a basically like sort of an Uber Eats style delivery arrive in time for curfew. That means that, although I'm a bit worried because that sounds quite shaky.
Yeah, it does.
Like, doesn't it? That doesn't sound like tea bags.
No, I don't know what's in there.
I've got no idea what I bought.
I just did the whole tea thing at home as well. I didn't have enough in the house, and it was a very bad thing. So I understand that completely.
Well, as an American, it's like brand new, Dick, for me. I mean, I don't drink tea. You know, we drink coffee
Yeah.
or Red Bull.
Oh, I got tea going right now. I actually had to go and get some today. It's one of those things, man. You got to have it in the house. I think us Canadians still have a bit more UK in us than Americans do. You know?
No way. You're not using your little pinky properly. No way.
So let's see here. Let's start. Go over to Alex and Merc here. Mercado. What in the since we talked to you last? What have been the highlights of being in Kyiv? What have you got to see and do? And who'd you get to meet? And I mean, there's 2 hours, but we might as well go through the list.
Sure.
From my perspective, I've other than after handing over the vehicles, I've been when I come out here, I work from here, so I do my business from here. I've started a new fundraiser for a new truck that's done pretty good. I've got about 10,000 euros so far in a few days, which is pretty crazy. But it's got a super cool patch of the chief of staff of Budanov. So I think Budanov. So. Good God, blimey, you don't want me on the bloody war update, we're getting it all done. So that's been going well. Apart from that, I've been working pretty hard trying to fundraise for some other projects as well, specifically around getting shelters for schools and a new demining unit in this region. So yeah, it's always pretty busy coming over here. I'm doing Good Morning Kyiv as well. I mean, that's been super cool, but I'll let Mercado tell you all about that and his journey.
Yeah, we've raised now nearly 5,000 euro myself, and we got to do a little more tonight now and go into it because our website hopefully got fixed because a lot of people were trying to get on our new patch campaign. Like he's got a new Budanov on his patch, but we have a Mercado Media patch now, the Orc Hunters from my war viewing community. So that is going to be good. That should be good to go, and we need to continue with that because we're going on to our 3rd truck now. Alex has delivered 3 trucks. We've fundraised nearly 3 trucks, but I've only delivered 1. I need to step it up and deliver some more here, as well as some drones. Yeah, I know, we're working. Because this won't be my only trip here for this mission. I'm going to be coming back again to deliver more vehicles as soon as possible with the NAFO convoy because it is the best option for fundraising to directly help the soldiers and also be involved in it. It's just amazing. But also, I mean, dude, we've just been meeting tons of people since we've been here. We started a morning program called Good Morning Kyiv, just out of nowhere. I don't even know how it really came about. We just were bored one morning, I think, and we're like, let's just talk to my stream. And now it's become a full-blown.
I think I just appeared in the background of yours and gave you a cup of tea and didn't leave.
Yeah.
It became a show.
Yeah, I just sat down to talk to my audience, and then Alex came in, brought tea, and then now we have a morning program. But we had the legendary John Sweeney on with Operator Starsky on the other day. The Orange Hat, he does War Diary updates, just awesome. We had Mick on this morning. He was great. He's an Aussie legend. We had Rick the Ukrainian on with Starsky the other day. We had just Starsky. Tomorrow we have Starsky again, and also Johnny FD, who's like a vlogger, American vlogger, but he's here in Ukraine, and he's going to talk about his experience. We've just been doing a bunch, more than I expected to do, beyond just delivering a truck, and we're blessed.
Cool. Starsky, is there anything that they haven't seen in Ukraine yet that you know they have to experience?
Brutal gym, that's specifically in Kyiv. Brutal gym. Also, guys, there's a lot of places. Podil. Basically, Podil is like an old historical district, and it was like we were walking around in the downtown with Andrew, and I was showing him like different places, and I'm like, oh, this is the historical street. It's like 1,000 years old, and then we make several steps, and I'm like, oh, this is a historical district of Kyiv, and then we go 100 meters, and I'm like, oh, we are in the historical place, because there's a lot of things to see, a lot of things to experience. I think in this week, several weeks, basically, I think maybe the guys saw like 10% of the downtown. But I took Andrew to the left bank, actually, to my area, and we had sushi in my place, my favorite place. This is the best sushi in Kyiv, he can confirm.
Facts.
And actually, it was really cool because, again, Andrew is like my idol, and it can be comparable to, for example, you subscribed to like PewDiePie, okay, and you watch PewDiePie, and then you have a chance to stream with PewDiePie, and then PewDiePie comes to your city, and you can bring PewDiePie to like your sushi place or to your own place, because I brought him to my place because I had to give him some stuff. Yeah, so it was super cool.
Awesome.
And I hope that in the upcoming week we will be able to see more, because like Andrew can confirm, like, and Alex, I believe that there's a lot of things that just require time to observe.
Very true, and it's, I mean, that's an honor, but the honor was honestly mine, being able to meet Operator Starsky in person, because I mean, I'm just a streamer from Minnesota, you know what I mean, and we've been watching Operator Starsky's videos on my own channel, because we wanted to find sources in Ukraine, one, Ukrainian, and two, people that were here, and it's like a blessing that he's in the military, he's a press officer, and he does vlogs. His legendary video of breaking down the Orlan drone was the very first memory we had, and then it just kind of went from there, and then we heard his Hostomel story a million times, and he does love giving that, and he's going to be a tour guide for the airline someday.
Oh, no, I hope he gets the job, man. If he doesn't, it's been something that's gone seriously
we're
wrong.
putting it into existence already, so that way it can already be spoken. But I mean, it was just an awesome experience, and then we got to go tour Hostomel and Bucha and see the things that we've been watching just through the computer screen, and it's a lot different when you're there in person, and you can like all the senses are there instead of just the sight, because that's really all you have, and you're hearing when you're watching videos and seeing what's happening. But then when you come here and like you can, the smells, and you can, the food, and like the noises and everything, it just takes it to another level. And yes, that sushi place was, oh my, like it was probably the best sushi place I have ever been to, and they just give you a whole spread. It's not just like, like most sushi places, you just get, the roll, and you get maybe an appetizer, and it's like expensive as hell. No, this was like, dude, you got like a full tray that took up the whole table, and it was like multiple rolls and extras, and the lemonade was like the size of like a big gulp at 7-Eleven. It was just an amazing experience. But yeah, like he said, literally every corner, it's like, oh, here's this building that's 1,000 years old. Oh, here's this building that was built before America was even a thing. It's like every other corner that you walk to, it's like some massive historical building or district that has so much history, and it's amazing too because Ukrainians know the history of it too. It's like they're all most of them that I've met are all an encyclopedia of Kyiv, and they know the whole full history. And I couldn't even tell you I don't even know some of the buildings in my own hometown, when they were built.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
No, I think the locals are very proud of showing off their city to the people that are here to help, and rightly so, because it is a stunning place to be on pretty much every single level, from the weather to the food to the people, the architecture, like you say, the history, and that's
Awesome.
just Kyiv. If you go beyond Kyiv, you go down to Lviv, you've got the Carpathian Mountains, Odessa. It is an absolutely incredible country, and I hope we can win this war as quickly as possible so everyone can come and safely visit it and enjoy it.
Cool.
Guys, we have update regarding the missiles. Seems like the missiles were intercepted, so the air alert was cancelled in the eastern and southern Ukraine.
Cool. Good news. Very good news. We are already backlogged with some super chats and donations and shout outs to do. So we'll bring Duncan, and he's going to get us caught up in a quickly manner.
I will do it as fast as I can. There is a lot to get through here tonight. So let's start off with Aussie T, as usual. Member for 2 months. Has gifted 5 Shills memberships. One to Lilith. Well done, Lilith. Pierre N. John Staley, Sandra Leonard, and Crunchy. Well done, guys. You all got a nice little gift from him. That guy, member for 2 months, $2. Testing. That worked. Try another test. A big one. You also received a payment of €5 from Michael or Mikal Danny. I guess that was through Streamlabs or something. Aussie T did it again. Gifted 5 Shills memberships to Bill K, Karen Hobson, Chris Connie, Kevin Levery, Chris Lundy, and Bobby Newman. Welcome to the family. Oh no! Mark Webb, £4 from somewhere. Not too sure where that was. Claire Nolette, $5. On a lighter note, Miss Fluffy needs to be told that if she makes noise on your videos, then she's contractually obliged to show her pretty face. Yeah, no noises. Quiet, Fluffy. Lynn, oh my God. Len Stefanisen. I hope I got that right. Sent you 25 Canadian dollars. Note from Lynn is drones. I'm not too sure if I'll talk about the guests or the things that fly in the air, but we'll see. Aussie T gifted 5 more memberships. Raina Nayob or Nailate? Oh God, I'll screw that one on. CZ was gifted. CKNNJ, Scooby, maybe tomorrow. Very clever. And you're doing this on purpose. Julia was also gifted. Kay Hansen is a new member, gifted $20. Slava Ukraine, Michael Ferguson, $19.99 for the Burn Fund. Ken Patterson, $10. Nice to see Andrew's community in the chat. Who's Andrew? Cats member for 6 months, gifted the Shills 1 whole Shills memberships. Matthew was the giftee. Well done, Matthew. Welcome to the family. Kevin Legary, new member, 10 Canadian dollars. Boom. Phil Pittner, $10. Generic username, member for 2 months, $5. Slummy Ukraine, keep launching those turrets into orbit. And Noidby, $20. Irrelevant comment. Imagine a group of 20 50-year-olds, 50-year-old guys, put them in a row, and that's what 1,000 years looks like. Slummy Ukraine, yeah, way out. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if that was last bit was Ukrainian, but there you go. There we go. We're all cut up.
All right,
Phew.
all right. You know, it's trying to stumble on some of the names and stuff and whatnot just is so hard, isn't it?
I swear they're doing it on purpose. I swear.
I know.
Yeah. What happened to
I know.
Kevin?
Well, at this point, I'm going to pretend like I really know what I'm doing, but actually, I'm just going to slough it off on Dave so we can get to some viewer questions because we have a lot of people that have a lot of questions coming at them from the chat.
Absolutely. Yeah. We got some comments first. One from Annie. Not a question, but a message to Andrew. We are crazy proud of you, Slava Ukraini. I don't know. You can fight over that comment if you want. We've got another one from RF from USA. Mercado Media. I watched your video about your trip from the USA to Ukraine. It was a good cut. Fantastic. And there was one more. David Elston, new member. Fantastic. Good morning, Kyiv. Cut short this morning. Mick was great. Hope you get him back on soon. Have we got another guest lined up in this next few weeks? Stick. Who's Mick?
I will actually have a list going up in a community post soon of a few people that we're going to be inviting to shows, and we're going to be looking for comments on people that you would like to see on the shows as well. So watch for that post coming up.
Very nice. Good stuff. Obviously, a great question to go to from Teresa, who's also a new member. We've had a lot this start of the stream. Fantastic. Hope you are enjoying your vacation, Starsky. How are you?
It was awesome. I was only called by my colleagues and command less than 100 times. So I think we can consider this vacation successful, more or less. It was nice. It was nice. I'm sleeping. Yesterday we had a chance to sleep without being interrupted by air alerts. Finally, it was like for the first time in, I don't know, several weeks maybe. And today actually I had to be there over there with the guys over there. Yeah, but unfortunately I had a small home disaster. My sink broke. And I because I reacted very fast because I have a good reaction. I'm a military, so I saved my place from flooding. I saved Fluffy for the second time, obviously. And I had to fix everything very, very fast because it was too late. And I looked like that kind of old school plumber from like porn movies, except for there were no women around. I was alone, only animals, but I'm not Kadyrovite. So it was a sad movie, obviously. But I'm happy that everything's fine.
Nice. There's another little message here from Randall. I don't know if you can. Can you turn the emblem towards us? I know on some mics, people might not know this. I need the gold dot facing me. I can't turn my mic around. I don't know if is yours like a 360. The audio quality is not going to deplete.
Wait a second. Yeah, I can switch it, but I can see it. Anyway, so this is the Ukrainian National Guard emblem, the one that we have.
Nice. We could be pissing off Dick in the background. He's just simmering. He's just set off all of his audio and spent so much time pre-stream getting it right, and then we've decided. I just piss him off.
I just muted and smiled. There was just that's all I could do.
Audio is the hardest thing about this, honestly.
Yeah.
You're proving
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah. We're probably gonna have to jump into the kitty and send some extra cash over for Merc and Alex to get lapels so we can do this.
Or a very, very long boom arm.
Yeah.
That's a good shout. There's another question here from Murray. Mercado, have you been in the bomb shelter yet?
No, negative. Yeah, because it's like four when the air raid alarms went off, and then when the ones ahead came in, it was like 3, 4 in the morning, and that's like hours where you just like open your eyes and you're like, well, I'm gonna go back to sleep now, and then just pay attention to the news. I mean, it probably would be the responsible thing to do, but I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm not gonna get out and go downstairs and go all the way out and around. Like, I don't know, I'm not doing that. What about you?
No, I've not even woken up.
I've slept through a couple of them before. I've slept through an air raid alarm, but yeah,
How's that even
it's a lot of
possible?
work to go to that thing.
Yeah, well, first of all, Kyiv is pretty safe.
Yeah.
The air defense is pretty thick here, pretty solid. And also, when there's air alert, usually I check the sources and stuff, and then I text Andrew like it's just MiG-21, like MiG-31, like don't worry, everything will be fine, or things like that. Or when there's missiles flying towards Kyiv, I go, dude, like watch out. But usually it's fine. I mean, all the recent strikes that happened, I don't remember any missile that evaded the air defense of Kyiv. So it's more or less fine.
Yeah, more serious answer from me is that we've actually got an apartment that's got more elevated buildings around us as well, so you can actually quite strategically pick where you stay to keep yourself safe in the event of actually a Shahed drone or a cruise missile. I think the Patriots have a plus 90% hit rate. The Shahed drone's about 90% as well, so you're most likely to get hit by shrapnel, and it's a fairly large expanse, but you know, the absolute safe and advisable thing to do is to go safely to a shelter, and a lot of the residents do, which is, especially if you've got children, etc. So that is why the terrorism of the civilian population here is so bad, because it's so consistent, and it's normally at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning at that time to make sure you can't sleep.
Yeah, like middle of the night. But like Alex said, I mean, yeah, if I had kids here or something, or like a family, I would definitely probably take them, or like to the basement at least. You know, there's like a basement here, like we can go down. It's like concrete, like we can just go down there and sit down there, for an example, instead of having to go down to the subway. But yeah, like Alex said, we are in a strategically sound place. Like Starsky also mentioned, the place that we're specifically in Kyiv is extra safe. Like there's like a ring of like safety around Kyiv, and it's like the further you get out, I mean, that's like in the Podol district, or like in Starsky's district, that's near where the last strike was, and that's like across the river. But where we're at, the air defense is very powerful. The Patriot is amazing, obviously, as you guys know, and the Ukrainians have very, very good air defense, like very, very high, very, very high success rate, over 90%. So.
Nice.
Oh, we got an echo from you guys. Hold on a minute here.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how that.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I boosted you in too much because I really had finally found a way to bring you into the mix better, and Oh yeah, we've got a real echo going on now. Wonder how that happened.
Maybe it's the air raid siren. They're just they're so used to it. It sounded like they were describing it as if it's just like a fire alarm in a student dorm. It's like, Dick's
turn us down, Dick, I think.
Yeah, you're I don't know what actually happened because I've undid what I did, but now you're just still like so boosted.
Are we good now?
Let's see here. What do we get now?
Have you started extending a boom mic over?
Okay, I think we're getting better
it's
now.
just the way I'm sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think we got
pretty
it
good to me.
balanced. It's a tricky one with that mic, but we're getting it here. Here we go. All right.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
In that
Okay.
case, I'll quickly ask a question, Dick, just to test it. If that's all right.
Yeah, give her.
Sweet. Just one more. Dark Lance is a very interesting point. Please, sir, do ask Alex for a brief weather report. This is something you have to experience in life.
It's got a blood.
I mean, yeah. So this comes from Good Morning Kyiv, where I do a number of sections from weather to Ukrainian fashion. So, for example, this is all Ukrainian clothes that I'm wearing. We also do shipping forecast and local sport, of which there's very little at the moment, so that's quite short. But to give you a current update, we're currently at 22:51 hours. It's partly cloudy outside, and conditions are expected to stay the same as this till about midnight. We're at 68 Fahrenheit, so we do our weather reports in US temperatures. So I've got absolutely no idea if it's hot or cold or whatever. It's just made up numbers to me. It's going to be a pretty hot evening. It's going to maintain around 60s, mid to low 60s, and then look at this, Mercado. We've got booming sunshine for the morning show. The chairs are not going to be wet when we wake up like they were when we left them out. And tomorrow we're going to have highs of 84 till about 4 o'clock. Might get a bit cloudy late afternoon, but it's going to be a very hot and sunny evening. It's going to be beautiful. There you go. That is our weather.
The good old Fahrenheit. That's right.
Freedom units. I don't get them either. I have no idea.
America, dare to be different.
Yeah.
I actually have friends in BBC Ukraine. I gotta ask them whether they need like a weatherman, because we have a perfect candidate.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, Starsky, if they can get me on, that would be great, because it is very expensive just fundraising for Ukraine and delivering equipment. So I'm more than happy to have a sort of a side hustle for BBC Kyiv weather reporting.
Well, the BBC in the UK are looking for a new newsreader, by the way. Just saying.
I think you guys are missing the calling here. I think if he just slowed down a bit and put a bit more of a roll into his voice, he could sell sex toys on late night television shopping channels like nobody's fucking business.
Or the Shills.
That's what I thought you meant by BBC Ukraine. Or is that your OnlyFans?
Yeah, better than Bukaki Canada.
I'm not going to try that one live, Dick, but let's try that maybe on.
I'll get
It's
you
a
to
bit too early for it.
I'll get you to record me a little something for a gag we can use on the show. It'll be like a funny advert. It'll be funny as hell. We'll have some fun.
Of course, mate. Whatever you want.
We let's turn to Dunk here, because he's going to get us caught up on shout outs and whatnot, and I'm going to get my shit together and make sure the audio things are sourced.
You never get your shit together. That's what you're worried about. Okay, so back to the list. So we have Karen Thompson as a member for 1 month and sent $20. Drones, thank you. Hobby Time, member for 2 months and now a member for 4 months. A Shield Master, Slava Ukraine. You received a payment of $20 from Little Dickens. Little Dickens. Okay, that's your name. Fair enough. You received $20. We got a very, 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 very special one here because we missed it earlier. Just saying, we missed it earlier. We got one from a young lady called Kelly Kinnaird for £2, and she says, "Huge wave to everyone in Ukraine, and thanks to the Shills for babysitting my husband at the weekends. Thanks for the peace and quiet. Have a great evening. Kissy kisses." That's from the lovely Mrs. Dunk.
That's too funny.
Yeah, you got brand new subscriber. Thank you. You can thank me for that one. All right, okay. Back to the other people. Back to the other. Yeah, the riff raff. Yvonne Waves, member for. I don't know what it does this. It says member for 2 months in brackets, and it says member for 3 months, still apprentice. I don't understand that. Anyway, she says Slava Ukraine with some flags and a big flexing muscle. I think that is, or it's a chicken looking backwards. Can't quite tell. Dick Dawson. Oh, what? This must be a donation. Are insects such as mosquitoes a problem to Ukraine's fighters? From Sherry Berry in Florida. We'll come back to that question in a moment. N Hill, welcome to Shield Master. What's this? John Potier, new member. Welcome to Shield Apprentice. Oh, these members. There's all these members everywhere. Maito the Slovak donated $7.43 Canadian dollars. Hello from the lovely Vilnius. Come to visit. Is that a sex toy? But beware, sharks are known to appear from one of the NAFO summit attendees. With lots of love to all Ukrainians and the people supporting them. Haram Slavi. Yeah, I did that perfectly. Gifted one Shills membership, Andrew Knight. Well, CF, you didn't actually say who gifted it. It's not on the list, but Andrew Knight was gifted. Oh, I got it. Crazy Cat. Don't ignore me. Right. Ed Hill, member for 1 month, gifted 5 Shills memberships to Alucius, More Blood, LJ Boone, Greater Good, Trying Daily, and Andrew Knight. Welcome to the Shills family. Maybe tomorrow again. I'm not too sure. What?
Don't worry, folks. We will teach them how to read coming up. It's coming.
It's not the reading. I'm not too sure what it's there for. I mean, there must be a membership. Right, Rick Sanchez. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. Face push your tongue out. Okay, Benny Verhoeven, member for 2 months, $20. Thanks for all the weather updates, Alex. Heart, leading smiley face, wavy. And is that an Australian flag or New Zealand flag? What's that flag? The one with the Union Jack.
Yet another country that left your control.
It's not my fault. Can't blame me. But there we are. We're all caught up. Thank you very much for your support, especially the little lady who's lying in hospital right now, listening into the show.
Get well soon, Miss Kate.
So you know, Starsky, can you give her a shout out from to the hospital from Ukraine? To Mrs. Dunn.
Big shout out, and of course, a lot of love and respect from Fachi and Fluffy on my side here. I think Andrew and Alex will join me as well. Get well, get better.
Very cool.
She'd love that. And she'd love a cuddle with all of you, especially the doggies and catties. Right, I'm all done. All right. Are you fixed now? You know what you're doing?
Not really, but I did discover the reason we were getting that echo for a bit was for somehow the button in the control room has flicked. So if I put echo cancel on, it's off. But if I put echo cancel off, it's on.
Yeah, so, technical issues, don't care. Get on with the show.
Yeah. So yeah, I think I got it fixed now. I'm not even sure where to go now. I was just that was a lot of laughter, and I'm kind of lost.
First of all, Dickie, if you let me, I would like to call people to subscribe to Alex Kinash because he made a channel on YouTube.
Awesome.
Finally. Yeah, and soon there will be a lot of awesome content. I believe that Alex has something to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, I will. Well, thanks, Starsky, for bringing it up. I'm obviously going to keep bringing lots of equipment to Ukraine, so I'll document that. But my job in general and what I do as a business is teaching people to be able to perform in extreme and high stress jobs and environments, so life and death jobs. So I'll be looking to document how people manage to maintain a high performance level whilst operating in a war zone. So speaking to soldiers and other people and the civilians around how do they keep going in an environment where you can be facing death every day, you know, and how do they look after their body and minds, and what tips and techniques are they using? Because there are obviously great people out here already like yourself and Andrew that are documenting it on the war side. So I'd rather focus a little bit more on where my expertise is, and but still give that sort of human side to it. So yeah, follow me. My channel is very originally just my name. I signed up a while ago as that, and I'm going to keep it in that. So, and obviously I have weather and fashion.
Cool. All right. So yeah, I think we've got people working on getting the link in right now. And we're being told that like our PayPal link doesn't work. Oh, for God's sakes, does everything in the world have to break at the same time? You know?
The Shills, yeah, they have a dial-up. It sounds like, huh?
Yeah. You know, I'm actually on fiber for God's sakes, but this is ridiculous. You know.
28K net robotics modem is working away in the background.
Yeah, USSR.
We're actually going to do this over
one.
AOL Instant Messenger next time, y'all. We just released a new video feature, so we're going to do that next.
I don't have to invite you back, you know.
Yeah, ICQ for the win. Come on, let's bring back a real old one. Dear Lord, but yeah,
you do see oh, sorry, like ICQ, like now Slack and things like that are so big in the world. But yeah, I do look at that and think, didn't we have that with ICQ like 15 years ago?
yeah. Oh my God! See, and now we got the echo back again. Yeah. Okay. Here. Now it's gone again. I think. Yeah. There we go. I don't know. The audio coming in from you guys just changes on me now and then. So I'll just keep, trying my best to keep you up in the mix in the background. What the hell are you gonna do? Dear Lord.
I feel like that sometimes.
Yeah. I this is what we get for using, Ask Jeeves as our back end supplier for technology, right?
MapQuest and Ask Jeeves. Boy, I haven't heard that one in a while. Ask Jeeves? Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Here, let's go to DK for a second so we can get a few shout outs in. Then we'll get to Dave for questions. And I'm going to try yet again to somehow get this mastered in the background. So, Dunk! Is there no Dunk? Okay, there's a Dunk.
Yeah, I forgot to mark where I was. No, there it is. Okay, we have the master, Stephen Welsh, who's a member for 6 months. Sent $10. A Bon1582 is a new member for $2. Celebrate the first super chat from Bon1582. Thank you very much, Bon. Can we just call you Bon for short? Aussie T, member for 2 months, $100 Australian for the Boom Fund. I guess that was. Maybe it is. There we go. That's it. I see a lot. And hello.
We can still hear you, mate.
Yeah.
I think Duke's muted. No, he's not.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I didn't quite click properly, for fuck's sakes. Okay. But yeah, let's go to Dave for a few questions here. For the love of God, man.
Dick, do you want to go and lie down for a bit?
We can just start the Kyiv Morton evening show right now.
Yeah, I should have.
Just do that.
This is what I get for doing a show sober, for fuck's sakes. Okay.
I mean, that is a brave move. I mean, we don't even do the morning show sober.
Nice.
I think that someone did ask, is it Dave, about other guests? Yeah, we have got some other ones coming up next week though as well that should be quite interesting. I think because how long are we
now, Mercado? We're about another 6 months. yeah, we're 6 months to a year now at this point. We're looking into getting a house and basically just becoming Ukrainian citizens next is the move at this point. No, but we're gonna have some interesting guests on this week for more frontline soldiers. We'll do more resourcing to get more guests on, and if anything, me and Alex and Starsky can hold it down too, just us three.
We'll probably do a live stream from Starsky's bathroom fixing his plumbing tomorrow morning. I think will be a particular
plumbing with Starsky. I think that would be an amazing experience and viewing for the stream. You could see Futch and his cats, and I think it would just be a great overall experience.
I can maybe narrate it as well, maybe in the QVC sex toy voice. Oh, Starsky's got the wrench.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, damn right. That's right. Yeah, I'd like to hope so. We'll get at least one viewer. Starsky and the wrench. It's all getting a little bit seedy. It's a lack of sleep, I think.
I don't know where we're going right now, but we're on our way there.
We should. we should, before we get in shit, check in with Starsky for a Futch and Fluffy update, because I know that's going to be wanted for sure.
Yeah. Or we can also call the new series like Leaking with Starsky. I think it sounds even more, like cheesier.
But yeah, so we better get a Futch and Fluffy update. Oh, there's that fucking echo again. Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted. Yeah, okay. There we go. Okay, we'll try this.
Moist with Mercado. Sweaty Chungus. I love it.
Coming up next on Moist
Lane-
with Mercado.
Laying pipe
That's the
with
late night.
Operator
That's
Starsky.
late night.
All night
Late
long.
night.
Oh. So, yeah, where the hell? I'm not even sure what to do now.
Dave
Yeah.
Warner.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, it was me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's all right. We've got one. We've got quite a few here for Starsky. A couple of the same question, both Yahweh himself, I assume, and Siddiqstra 6 asked the same question. What are your thoughts on the new commander of the National Guard? I hear good things about him.
Yeah, he's kick-ass. So he was a colonel in the Special Forces of the National Guard, and then he commanded the Eastern Territorial Command of the National Guard. So he's a very experienced man, and he also participated in the defense of, I believe, Rubizhne and Bakhmut. So, yeah, we have some very, very positive expectations.
Sweet. Now, there's one that's confusing me. I hope this makes sense to you. Sheldon, hello to you. What's meant when they say plus and plus and plus?
It's so plus is equal to Roger. Roger that. We say plus.
So we say like Roger, Roger. I don't actually. Do they say that? Is that just films? Maybe I've been warped.
No, that was Star Wars.
No, it wasn't.
Roger.
Oh, yes, it was. Sorry. Yes, it is. Yes. Very good, Doug. You should know.
We say,
Shayna,
Roger, tally her. Let's go, chaps. Into the breach.
on to Death Star. Shayna, member for 2 months. I read that Norway is sending nano drones. Have you heard of these? How can these best be used? America, heart, Ukraine.
If they're talking about the smaller drones that can use for reconnaissance, they are very tiny. And I believe, according to the recent reports, Russians already acquired a couple of them, unfortunately. But those are like tiny helicopters. I hope I'm not wrong about this one. And they're used by the United States Marine Corps, I believe. Those tiny ones, they're literally very, very small. So they're very hard to detect. I'm not sure if they're good, if they can withstand the electronic warfare machines that Russians have. But we will see.
They
Good
carry
stuff. We just
very,
wanna-
very tiny, itty weeny little bombs.
Doug's big silly. There was a good point here from Heinrich, member for 1 month. Could we send some love to Ukraine Matters, please? He moved his live stream out by 2 hours so we could watch the Shills first. That's fantastic. Did we
Big
organise
shout
that? Did we said things like this months ago? Have we actually done a thing?
Fuck, I
Dick?
wish I would have known, because he would have just been here then too. Damn it.
Yeah. Did we get organised?
Yeah.
That's not allowed.
Yeah. Damn it, eh? Here, I'm gonna
It's
send...
all right. We won't be organised next week. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This is organised.
This is organised.
The best it's gonna get. Oh, there was one from Little Didykins I wanted to get to as well. Could you ask the boys about the fortress where they hand off the NAFO trucks? I'm curious about it due to the style of the windows. What does that mean?
If you the fortress is a pretty special place, and
Did Superman actually take you there? What the fuck?
so the Kyiv fortress has a lot of history to it. It actually is a museum as well, both of fortresses throughout the ages, and it also has a machine gun museum in it as well. But it's a military facility at the moment that's closed to the public, and it also houses a hospital facility. So we go there because it's secure. In terms of the windows, I'm not sure what windows they're talking about, whether or not they're talking about the trucks or about the building. I'm not really going to discuss the building, but the trucks themselves are, we've got two different types in the 69 Sniffing Brigade. One is just your standard pickups, Toyota Hilux, Ford Rangers, Mitsubishi L200s. The other ones that we've started to do are lightly armored trucks now. So they have a polymer spray that protects the actual entire vehicle itself with sort of a 6mm spray, and then there's also a 6mm armoring on the doors and the windows of the truck, and that is designed predominantly to protect the people in it from shrapnel, from artillery, but it can withhold.
One sec here, Alex.
from certain
You're
ranges.
really quiet. We got to get you to speak right in. Like the audio's dropped off almost completely from your mic here.
I think it's just because he's soft spoken. He's just a calm voice. That's really what it is. Because then I come in and I'm loud as hell. That Minnesotan, oh, don't you know? Yeah, loud as hell here from me. But I think Alex is just soft spoken.
Eat the mic.
Yeah.
Eat it. I'll be more aggressive with it then, shall I, Andrew?
Yeah. Get up
Where
close.
do you want me to pick
personal.
up?
That's not the
Dick?
first time he said that.
It's not, Dave. No, you can tell I'm experienced.
Okay.
But yeah, the fortress, as I said, is actually a hospital. So there's a lot of people that are obviously wounded that are taken there, and the actual place itself is a museum to fortresses, and it also has a machine gun museum that I think you managed to go around, Andrew.
Yeah. Yep.
Our trucks, if they're talking about the windows of them, they're either normal pickup trucks or armored pickup trucks. And then the windows of the trucks actually have 6mm armoring on them to protect against shrapnel. And those windows actually go down and pull up. I can confirm that driving an armored truck with the armor up is an absolute nightmare through Kyiv city centre, because you actually can't see out anywhere apart from in front of you. So when you come up to a T junction, you look right and then you go, shit, I can't see anywhere. So you just have to sort of pull out and hope no one wants to crash into an armored vehicle, which generally they don't.
And I was kind of glad I didn't get assigned one, because like it's tough to see, like the one that's at Starsky's unit, like they're great. I'm glad, but driving them here though is tough. Like it's great polymer armor. The side windows are amazing. Like it's great, but getting it here though is like you really can only see and what's going on in front of you and like little slits out the window. Highly really good for the soldiers, but again tough to drive.
I'm okay, yeah, I am not muted. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, in terms of, someone just asked about air conditioning. Yeah, we actually, because of the weather, we make sure that air conditioning works in every single vehicle now, because it would be pretty unbearable traveling distances in them. So if it's not working, we have a mechanic shop that checks over every truck and makes sure that they're safe. We won't give people a truck that will break down. But one of them had the aircon broken and the whole thing got taken apart and fixed just for the air conditioning. Because it just makes it a bit more of a comfortable experience when you're heading to the front line.
Cool. Yeah, because you got to take care of that kind of stuff. What's the hell's good at, Yeah. Well thought out. Good. I just dropped some super chats, donations, and whatnot into the room, and there's some other in there. So let's see if Dunk wants to get us caught up. And we finally have a link for Alex we can drop into the chat because somebody other than me, Janine, actually was the one who figured it out. So here we go. Go and sub to Alex right now. Do what you're told. Do what you're told. Okay. Yeah, let's do our shout outs there. Dunk, what do you think?
Oh, hey. I'm here. I'm ready. I might have a few questions along the way for you, Dick. Linda H. for the Bird Fun. Glad to see you all on the same show. 26.00 of something. I'm not too sure, but 26 things are coming your way. Half for one boom, half for the other boom. Sending love to Merc, Alex, and of course Starsky from Northern Michigan. Kissy hug. 25 more things. I don't know what they are, and I don't know who that was from either. Boom, fun. Some Dave guy sent 100 things. I'm getting no currency on this, so I don't know what they're sending. Aussie T gifted 10 the Shills memberships. Oh god, I'm gonna have to read this out really quick. Linda H, Armored Rabbi Samster, what? Marnie, that's easier. Maybe tomorrow. I'm sure he's already been gifted. Jordan Hansley, Tia Crosley, Alicia, Ivan Smith. Sorry, Ivan, got your name wrong. John Webster and Means.
And not PJ CNET.
And not PJ. Well, he's not here. So yeah, so we're all caught up, I think. A lot of mysteries in amongst that list. I'm just reading out what I've got. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for your support, everybody. Thank you.
Very, very much. Thank you very much. Let's see here. It looks like Alex and Andrew there are away from the show for a minute. They just seem to have dropped out. They have their other account in so they can hear us. So, maybe some real good porn got sent their way and they had to use their phone for something else. We're speculating at this point, but we're probably pretty close.
David Worley, I'm looking at you.
Yeah. Any any plans, Starsky, of any upcoming moves or relocations or any upheavals, or are you still kind of situated and settled where you are?
Expecting my command to provide me with orders and stuff like that. So we are preparing, me and Max, some other people as well. Hopefully around August we'll be at the front lines, and hopefully there will be much more interesting content than here in Kyiv, obviously. So yeah.
Alrighty. I'm just bringing the other guys in on the other phone now, and I'll unmute them. Okay, do we hear you? All right. Oh, okay. We got two back now. Okay, I see. Weird. Okay. Okay, so which account should I put you on? Okay, this one then. All right. Yeah, okay, I'll switch it back here. Hold on. That's funny. Okay. Okay, this might actually bring us back to where we were a minute ago. Yeah, look at that. All right. So, dear Lord, I don't know where to go now. I've been trying to balance this little audio game for so long now that I'm completely lost. I'm only half paying attention half the time,
Let's go to David.
Yeah.
Is your emergency?
Yeah.
I fall into this category. Oh dear.
Hold on. Okay, now are we getting it?
Yeah.
No? Okay, we're okay.
Mute the Blues Brothers.
I think we're all right.
We're all good. There is a softer, more fun question that was going around by a few people, actually. There was one from Lilith. Starsky, what are you drinking? And then David, not me, was asking, what kind of beer is Baby Yoda drinking? What's everyone drinking?
This is like, my God, like a lemonade with grapefruit. It's we have like a pizza house, but I never order pizza there because I have my favorite Domino's in Kyiv, and I usually order things like pasta when I have no time to cook it myself or whatever. And they make very, very nice lemonades with grapefruit, mint, and things like that. Like several minutes ago, I ate like a leaf of mint. Actually, it was really good.
Cool. Are you, Starsky, are you having like any hard time trying to just fill your time right now because of the whole, you're supposed to be in slightly, a little bit more of a relaxed mode, and there's no way that, you can just turn it on and off like that,
Not with plumbing. But yeah, currently I'm sort of enjoying because
That's good.
I'm meeting a lot of people. Yesterday, I met John Spencer and Ashley, teacher from the US. They have a lot of followers on Twitter. I believe you probably know them. So they arrived to Ukraine as well. And what's rakia? Oh my God, cue ball. Rakia is it's a specific Turkish drink which is very strong, and you gotta mix it with water. But barbarian Europeans and Americans do that with Coca-Cola. That's why Turkish people sometimes hate us. But it tastes well. So I'm just having a good time meeting people, and that's all I need, because people are my biggest motivation and inspiration always.
Yeah. That part of things would be really good. And it does seem, judging by social media posts and everything, that there's been a lot of things to do. So, that's good. That's good. I don't know. I idle hands and all that kind of thing, I wanted to check Mercado. When we were talking last on the stream, we were mentioning how once you get there and you kind of get entrenched and you really get your feet into the whole thing and whatnot, more and more you want to put off leaving and how I had kind of predicted that social media was going to, kind of jump in and assist a bit as well to really force your hand. So, what's the update?
Yeah, I'm leaving next week actually with Alex on Saturday. I had only planned to be here for, between Estonia and Ukraine. It was supposed to be just a little week-long trip and only a weekend in Ukraine. But then after being here, it just wasn't enough. It just was not enough time. I mean, the NAFO thing, they do a great program. You come here, you can spend 2 days and you get to go and see things, and they have a good schedule. If you want to be a part of a convoy and just kind of like, maybe you're nervous about coming to Ukraine and you don't want to, because of the risks, but you want to still see a little bit, it's still a great thing. But for me, it just wasn't enough. So Alex said immediately, like, bro, you're gonna stay longer than that. And it was too easy. I put it out to my community. I said, well, first, like, I asked first, like, would you guys like me to stay longer? Because I don't want to be like, I'm staying, I need money, like, I need help now. So I asked my community, and they were like, yeah, you're staying now. And so they immediately all came to the assistance to be able to stay longer. And now here I am for another whole week. And it's probably just going to keep getting longer and longer. But I'm just kidding. But I got to get home, and I have affairs to handle at home. And I got things going on, and I would love to stay in Ukraine as long as I can. Keep coming back at least until United States election season starts, because then I got to start covering that, and we have our own shit show going on in my country. So, and I love my country, and I got to do what I can do to report on that, and then also Ukraine. So it's going to be like a dual type of reporting going on between the chaos that's going to happen in the U.S. from the upcoming election, and then Ukraine war news.
Yeah.
Unless, guys, we baptize Andrew in an Orthodox church, so he becomes Orthodox Ukrainian, then we will find Andrew a Ukrainian wife. They will make Ukrainian children, and basically he stays here.
I love it. I love it. Oh, got a little echo from them, and we'll see if we can't, get the echo cancellation to finally do its thing here. But yeah, I just had a feeling, that's it just had to be the way that was going to run for sure. Dave, should we jump over to you for a few questions, and then we'll get some super chat shout outs and everything caught up?
Yeah, there's some fun ones. Again, this name, I'm sorry, it's got too many squiggles in it. I'm going to get it wrong. Separib. Member for 1 month. Please stay as a member. The Shills, do you have instrumental versions of your music available anywhere? I assume this also applies to Starsky. I want to use them in a project of mine. Have you listened to... Ooh, that is a different language.
Let's
brackets. There is a correct answer to this one. So.
Okay. We'll figure out the translation there. Some of the tunes we use are things that I've actually recorded myself. Some of them are from the YouTube audio library, and we're supposed to have a room in our Discord where all the members and whatnot can have access to the music. And I'm sure, it's no big deal. We can just pass it around. So, but the best way to get a hold of me for that would be on Discord for sure. I think I'm like Dick Dawson number 1670, or I don't really know how Discord works, but I know how to answer it sometimes. But yeah, and you can also email us at thesillyshill@gmail.com, and I could send them that way. That's probably more reliable too. But Dave,
can I just jump in? That translation, have you listened to? I think they're talking about Tin Sonsia.
Yeah. So Tin Sonsia is... it's like Ukrainian folk metal, folk rock, folk metal. It's very popular here. The singer, I believe, is fighting. He's an active military right now. He was recruited. Basically, one of the most favorite bands among the Ukrainian military.
Cool. I definitely have to check him out then. Yeah. Let's see here. We'll go back to Dave for a couple more, and then we'll get shout outs cut up.
Yeah, sure. Michelle is asking, how are Max and Pasha?
From what I know, they're doing fine. I talked to Max probably yesterday, but currently I'm trying to just... isolate myself from the job as much as I can, because I know that I will have to face my job again in 6 days, 7 days. So basically, Max is doing majority of what I did. I don't envy, not at all, but they're fine.
Yeah, good. There was a question about plans for Andrew's birthday as well, from a new member, Storm Songs. Alex and Starsky, any plans for Andrew's birthday on the 19th?
Andrew's birthday. Well, I will present him some Ukrainian gift, obviously, but I won't talk much about the details. I think you should ask. I think you should ask Andrew. I think that Andrew has some plans.
Whoa. Okay. Try that again.
Oh, that's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
rough.
I'm passing
Okay.
the microphone to Andrew. It's a big
Maybe,
birthday,
it's
isn't it, buddy?
a mic.
Yeah, I'm about to turn 30 years old. 30 years old next week here in Ukraine. I've literally celebrated birthdays in the middle of riots, in the middle of protesting and buildings burning, just through the last 3 years of my life. But I mean, it's no better place to spend it here in Ukraine. Honestly, I'm pretty excited, and I don't really ask for anything for my birthday, so it's going to be interesting what happens.
That's good because not getting anything from me.
Yeah, but actually, it's a very interesting experience to celebrate your birthdays in, I don't know, in the middle of something like riots in the U.S. or war in Ukraine. I mean, this is something that you can tell your grandkids,
Well, it was when you're having a birthday party and it's not in the middle of a war zone or a riot, but it looks the same. Then you know you're having a good party.
True.
Very well said. Any more there, Dave?
Plenty. I'm just choosing whether we want some more serious ones or whether we want some fun ones.
Mix it up.
There's a new one that's just come in. I don't go in order of when they're sent. Don't worry. I've got a log from about an hour ago that I can jump to as well. KLW World News. Starsky, do you know or have you met Yuri Mikhailovich Beriza? I can pronounce it. He is who I worked for when I was in Ukraine.
Oh, unfortunately not. Unfortunately, had no chance. Maybe in the future.
No worries, no worries. There's one from Greater Good. That's wonderful. A new member. What happens when Russians run out of World War II weapons?
World War I weapons?
Yeah, that's the obvious answer.
Yeah, there's World War One weapons. Then there's like some
Horse and cart.
Napoleonic era or something like that. So we will see.
Back to pistols at dawn.
Yeah,
Probably
they
an
have.
upgrade.
I think in the beginning of the 20th century, they had field manuals explaining how to ride like mooses, things like that. How to shoot while sitting on the back of a moose. Guys, I swear you can Google it. So maybe they will try something like that. We'll see.
So, there was one, right? I know we always like to go on to your favourite subject. I wasn't sure whether this followed on from a different point from Storm Songs. Very first question we got today. Ooh, is Operator Starsky also bringing donuts? We could just talk about food now anyway.
Donuts. We're waiting on those tomorrow.
Not tomorrow, guys. The day after tomorrow, because it's hard to find donuts in Ukraine right now. Early in the morning, and in the evening, I usually forget because I have dementia. So maybe like the next time.
Looking for them for about a week now.
Gotta have donuts, man. I mean, notice the flag, right? We have donuts. That's just how it is.
Guys, I'm 38 already. I have a right to have dementia. So,
if you at 38 have the right to dementia, then I should literally be clinging to life right now. Okay, let's see here. Time-wise, we're not too bad. So, Leia, we'll do a couple more questions from Dave, and then I know
one for you.
Okay,
I got one for you. Who's the most popular guy at a nudist colony? The guy who can carry 2 large cups of coffee and 8 donuts.
Yeah. Donut carrying without you using your hands is a judge of character in that place.
What do you mean you're only carrying 8?
That's because I've got a gatto on as well.
yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh man. now,
You got
please.
to put the bagel somewhere.
Yeah, but don't treat your donuts like that, okay? There's just especially.
I'm not eating those.
No,
I'm not eating those.
You got to lick them off.
Oh yeah, no. See, hold on a minute here. That gets the goat.
I got another joke, but I won't do that one.
I got another gag. I'm ready.
Back to Dave.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
No, I'm not saving you this time. You get through a stream. No, go on then. Let's have a look. There are some. I'm reluctant to take it down seriously because the last time I asked a serious question to Starsky, we all fell into a depression for about 4 months. So, but it was good content, so I'm going to ask it anyway. Sweet. Question for Starsky: as you were driving from Kyiv to Hostomel on that fateful first day, can you share your feelings and emotions that you were experiencing?
I was like, oh man, that's gonna take a lot of time, to solve all that shit. So I cannot say that I was like nervous or whatever, because like we had a lot of deployments, we had a lot of combat before that, even less intensive combats, but my thoughts were, first of all, I tried to understand what happens in Kyiv in general, because there were a lot of traffic jams, meaning that, for example, military vehicles couldn't, drive as fast as they needed. So I was planning to make a video for the public and ask them not to create traffic jams on the streets. Another thing I thought about was there was a column of cars like going north, and obviously those were like Ukrainians that were leaving Ukraine for Russia, and I was like, bon voyage. And another thing I thought about the missile strike that happened, because I received some messages about the missile strike, and they were controversial, because some messages were saying that we had like casualties. Other messages were like, no, everything was okay. So I didn't know what happened for real, and it took me several hours to get to Hostomel because of all those massive, incredible traffic jams. And when I arrived, I saw that, yeah, actually we had no victims, no casualties, everything was fine, because again, it was a high precision Russian missile, high-tech Russian missile. That's why it didn't hit anything important. Generally, guys at the base, they had like normal mood, normal spirit, nothing like anxiety, nothing like that. We were laughing, we were, like in the army, you always throw jokes at people throw jokes at you, so it was okay. It was intense when the battle actually started, but before that, I don't think that it was different from all our previous alarms that we had at all.
That's a good question. For sure. Well,
Great question.
we should turn to DK and get ourselves caught up with shout outs, and then we can
Definitely.
pace ourselves well for the rest, you know.
Okay, here it comes. Another pylon of disaster name reading. So we have Linda H. Is a shill master, says Aussie T. GG. Good going. I guess that referring to all the membership shout outs that he's done, all the membership gifting. We have N Hill as a shield master. Awesome community. We have to support Ukraine. Slava Ukraine. Ukrainian flag, blue heart, yellow heart. Nice colors. Linda H gifted the Shills memberships to Duncan Stewart. Well done, Duncan. Welcome to the family. Don't blame us. John Webster is a new member, $49.99. Love the Saturday streams. Technical difficulties and all. Came to the right place. Slava Ukrainian. We also have Greg Watkins has sent you $6.28 Canadian dollars. It says turret toss. It says turret toss. I think it's supposed to be turret toss. Whatever you want to toss, mate, you're fine with us. Maria Margarita Bravo sends 10 Canadian dollars. Yahweh sends 50 Canadian dollars. Operator Starsky, Zaporizhia. Oh, yeah.
Zaporizhia?
That is going Zaporizhia. What's the correct and how do you say it? Let's get that answered first before we move on.
Yeah.
It is Zaporizhia.
Zaporizhia.
Zaporizhia. You have to put J instead of ZZHH. According to Ukrainian rules of transliteration, ZH for some reason supposed to mean Zh.
Okay, there you go. Zaporizhia.
That helps.
Yeah, nailed it.
Thank you. Get something right tonight. John Webster's a new member for $49.99. Love the Saturday streams. Technical difficulties. Hang on a minute. I've already done that one. Yes, I think he donated twice, but we didn't read the other one yet. It looks like two separate donations. Okay, so yeah, he put the same one into us. Oh yeah, thank you so much, John Webster. Anyway, thank you. And Maria Margarita Bravo, there's another 10 Canadian dollars. What do Ukrainians think about cluster? And I'm sure she doesn't mean the cereals. I think she means the old, the old bomby boom boom thingies. And before we go back to that question, that guy is a member for 2 months at $5. I think I commented before that the safest place for Ukrainian civilians is on a military base because the orcs never ever hit them.
Wow,
so it's
true.
So let's get back to the question, Starsky. What do you think about the cluster bomb situation?
Cluster bombs are crucial to have because currently all this time we used whatever we had in order to strike the most important targets, which were not personnel. When we received HIMARS systems, when we received high precision artillery and things like that, we were only striking command points. We were striking ammo storages and things like that. All this time, actually, our infantry had to fight the Russian personnel and inflict casualties for the Russian personnel. Having cluster munitions, it will be very, very, let's say, much easier to eliminate Russian personnel because that's what we need. In order to have successful counteroffensive, because in order to have successful counteroffensive, you need advantage in terms of number of men. You need to have several times more men than your enemy. It's obvious. It's like a rule. it's written in every field manual. So we need to decrease the number of Russian personnel, and cluster bombs are very, very useful in this regard.
Yeah. Yeah, good shout. Good shout.
So are we caught up there, Dunk? We're all good?
Oh, we just had a couple more come in. You wanted to close out?
Yeah, might as well. No. Yeah. Might as well wrap them up, and then we'll get the viewers in for a bit more here.
Okie dokie. Let me just swing it over so my mic is pointing in the right direction, and Dick doesn't spank my bottom. Jonesy, member for 2 months, sent in 14.99 AS dollars. The Australian dollars, a dollar. It's Australian.
I think right now that's pronounced Ashes dollars, but you know.
oh yeah, rub it in. Who cares? It's only cricket. Boom, boom, and a little bit of an explosion. P-Dub, new member. Welcome to the Shill Apprentice. And Christian Cinnamon has sent you 30 Canadian dollars. Hashtag boom, boom. And I don't think she's referring to Basil Brush. Yay, member for 1 month, sent in 10 Canadian dollars. At Alex, Merc is busy. At Alex Kinesh, Merc is busy trying. Oh my God. Let me try that again. At Alex Kinesh, Merc is busy, so try this knock knock joke on him. Knock knock, who's there? ? Europe.
Right.
I don't write them.
Awesome.
Just before we go, oh my lordy, what the hell is this? Has just come in. Jesus, what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you know what? Here, can I? This is how you do this one. Jets 115 has just, completed the mission in the Shills membership giveaway at a 20-person membership give out. And it's Stephen, Benjamin, Raul, Carolyn, Blop, Rick, Martha, Stember, Hubbard, Don, Burkfob, Mag, Heather, Jackal, Facty, Irma, Lighthouse, Peter, Newton, Sally. There we go.
And we also have Rick the Ukrainian in the chat here, I believe.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. Very nice to see you.
We're setting up for next Sunday to be able to do a show with Rick, because Saturdays suck for him. So that's the thing. We're going to talk on Monday and nail it down. It'll be good.
Awesome.
Can't wait. Good to see you, Rick. So at this point, I can shut up for a second. We can give it to Dave and get the viewers involved.
Absolutely. I wanted to pre-warn you, Dick. These questions are going to be for Merc. So if you need any audio tinkering, I've bought you some time to do it. There's a couple questions that are linked on about food. I know Starsky loves his food. David, new member, asks, Starsky, which restaurant should Merc do a live food stream from? And the other question for Starsky is, don't let Mercado go home without doing a snack vlog at a candy shop. He has to try the chocolate, cherry, walnut, apricots. That's easy for me to say.
I'm down. I'm ready. Wherever we got to go. The thing is, I got to rig my stream phone. I had to get a separate phone to be able to go live, like IRL, because I'm pretty limited to 3G in most places. So I scooped up a Ukrainian phone so I can stream. So it just depends on the connection quality if I can go live. It's not like the US here yet for stream quality in IRL.
Yeah, no sweat. Which restaurant, Starsky? What do you think?
Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know a lot of restaurants, unfortunately. And Alex disappeared also. I don't know a lot of restaurants in Kyiv. Unfortunately, I'm not a frequent guest at restaurants. I only visit several places like KFC, of course, and that sushi place, McDonald's
KFC
sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. I will root for KFC, but I don't know. It's up to Andrew. As for the yummies and candies, we have this huge network of shops selling different chocolate things. So you can also have a tour around a chocolate factory in Kyiv. By the way, highly advised, because when you visit this place, it's like you're visiting Narnia, for example, because you can literally go there and cook your own chocolate bar and stuff, and design your this sticker for the chocolate box. And it's awesome. I brought my kid there the other day, and like several years ago, and he was freaking happy about it. So we gotta do that, and I think Andrew should also try varenics with cherries, because that's something that you have to try if you're visiting Ukraine. That's 100%. Also, Andrew had opportunity to try red borscht, and I believe that he wanted to try green borscht.
Correct. And I had more today, actually. I had more red borscht today, and it was just amazing. I can't stop eating it, and it's my new favorite food.
Is green borscht red borscht? It's been left out for a bit too long.
Not really, but the fact is, we found a place here in Kyiv that it's very popular among like students, people like school students, for example, and it's considered like a fast food, but it's a proper fast food, because when you taste this food, it's like as if it was prepared at home. So we went there with Rick and Andrew, and for $16 we had a portion of borscht, several pancakes with strawberries, I believe, like a steak, my God, what I had, mashed potato. Andrew also. We also had those Ukrainian pampushkas, which is like bread bites with garlic. They go well with borscht, and a lot of other things. And it was just $16.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's one of the best places, actually. And despite being considered like a fast food in Kyiv, still it's so good, and everybody loves this place.
Sounds awesome to me.
It's probably the heroin they put in it. Makes you want to.
Richie, you don't deep bread in borscht, you just eat it together with borscht. And of course, you have to put some, sour cream in the borscht, because this is the way you eat stuff. In Ukraine, you have to eat everything with sour cream, smetana rules. But it's just those. I don't know the magic behind it, but eventually, after centuries of research, Ukrainians found that borscht with sour cream tastes perfectly well with those bread. It's like bread with garlic and some green stuff. It tastes perfectly well.
It sounds like they would go good with like lobster and crab as well, like shellfish.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if Ukrainians had access to like lobsters back then.
Yeah.
But as for borscht, you gotta try it with pampushkas.
Sounds awesome. Oh yeah.
Or garlic dough balls, as we call them over here, I think.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
I call my neighbor a garlic dough ball, but he's not a chubby Italian. I don't mean it like that.
Yeah, he's Mexican.
Oh, and the other day I tried nachos at Johnny FD's birthday. It was so good, guys. I mean, I never had nachos before, and it was my first experience. I literally felt, sombrero growing out of my head, and different things just changing inside of me. So, yeah, if you want your country to become a superpower, you have to make sure your people eat nachos, because this is how it works.
I love it. We'll let Dave run with a couple of questions here. I just need 1 second. My son is calling my name. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna actually have to tap out. I got to get my own stream cooking here in the next 5 minutes. I got my Ukraine war news update that we do every night at midnight here for my U.S. audience. So it's been a pleasure.
Sure thing.
Thank you so much for having me and Alex on again to talk with you guys. Operator Starsky, it's always a pleasure, and can't wait to see you tomorrow morning for our Good Morning Kyiv stream. And again, thank you to Dick and the Shills for having us on as a guest.
Love having you guys on. Yeah, we're gonna have to do more for sure. Can't wait. Can't wait.
All right, buddy. Thank you again.
All right, take care there, everybody, and good stream. Hope you enjoy everything. Awesome.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, yeah, I love having those guys on. That's great fun. Let me just get
over to David, and you go and do your thing.
Yeah. There. I even put you in the set now.
Oh yeah, you got rid of David.
Oh, I did too. Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I'm not
Okay.
important.
Yeah.
It's
Well, we
fine.
know that.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
All good. All good.
Okay.
There was a point. I hope it still resonates. I know they've just gone, but tell Starsky to make sure Merc gets to meet Grandpa Sakovic. Thank you, Donna, for that comment. Does that mean anything to you?
Grandpa Savkovich, I will meet him as soon as I'm back from vacation. I promise you guys, because I'm not visiting Hostomel often these days, obviously. I'm staying in Kyiv most of my time, but as soon as I'm there, I will do that.
We've just had I could have predicted this comment from Daughter of Texas 1. Could have guessed that name. Operator Starsky, you have to try country fried steak from Texas.
I am so freaking hungry right now, guys.
I'm sure it comes with sour cream. If it doesn't, it's
Oh my God.
It now does.
You're killing me.
Yeah, you don't need the Russians to send over weapons or anything. Just send Starsky a menu, and that's it. I surrender.
It's like cats getting distracted by lasers. This is how you get Starky.
Yeah,
you can move the entire Ukrainian army just
His
out the
tummy
way.
starts rumbling. Yeah. Take me to a KFC, stat.
Brilliant. Actually, I don't think I've ever asked. Do you have native? You must do. You must have native Ukrainian foods that may mimic foreign foods. So if we were on a night out, for example, there might be in town something like a perfect fried chicken. It's obviously a complete rip-off of KFC. Do you have Ukrainian versions of other people's foods? Does that make sense?
I'm trying to we have actually, I think that we share the same cuisine with Poles, because in Poland there's pierogi, in Ukraine there's vareniki, obviously, which is basically the same thing. And I cannot say that either can taste better than another one, because they both taste basically the same. But in Ukraine, for example, we have, and it's sold in McDonald's specifically, we have a version of potato, like version of French fries, for example, which we call village fries, like village potato or village fries. It's like almost like French fries, only like bigger pieces of it. It's hard to tell because we don't have much stuff like hamburgers. I mean, traditionally. I don't know. I don't know because
wasn't Mercado saying the other day when he got into Ukraine, he went to a KFC, and it was basically the best KFC he's ever been to because it was just so much better than the US version of it.
I would say it's because of the quality of food, and a lot of people say that we have it just tastes
better chicken. Yeah, just like better ingredients, right?
I don't know why. But for example, when I visited the US, I mean, bacon was awesome. Okay, hot dogs were perfect. Burgers at Starbucks were freaking amazing. But when I decided to buy something in like 7-Eleven, like meatballs, for example, I was like, what the hell? Like, do you really eat that?
Probably made out of rat,
I don't know. And then I had the same experience with the American MRE at the training camp. I had an MRE that menu where you have steak and Tabasco sauce. Tabasco sauce was awesome, of course, but the taste of the steak reminded me of those meatballs, and I was disappointed because in Ukraine, meatballs and other things they're tastier. So I think it's just the way different cultures prepare that food. The way people are accustomed to different dishes. So Ukraine is known for for its food that is very tasty, regardless of its type. Whether it's like just boiled potato with I don't know butter and meat, or varenics, or something else, yogurts. Yogurts in the US, by the way, they're nice. I mean, I like them because they reminded me of the Ukrainian yogurts as well as Polish yogurts. So I cannot compare to other countries, but those were nice. So it's like this. Like for some reason, Ukrainian food tastes awesome. That's why everybody likes our cuisine, even if it's not like traditional Ukrainian cuisine, but still everything tastes very, very good.
Yeah. I know there's a Ukrainian family in my town that have like a deli bakery where there's a bunch of dishes and you can just grab it and take it home and go, and it's heavenly stuff. It really is. It's so good. And then just a little bit north of me, there's another family that came here about 9 months ago, and through the community and whatnot, they were able to get a spot together, and they've already got all the gear rounded up, and they've got their own restaurant opened already. It's really cool. And it's proven to be, it's very traditional Ukrainian, but then they put a Ukrainian twist on some more traditional Canadian dishes. And then they also just like do up a regular bacon and eggs Canadian breakfast for those that just can't let go, But and it's working out great.
Absolutely. So it's like Ukrainians can add this Ukrainian food porn magic to any sort of cuisine, and it will just improve it several times.
Yeah, it's working out great for them. I'm noticing the time here, though, and we better not keep you up too late and whatnot. I mean, I'm lots of things going on, lots of visiting and whatnot. So midnight calls, right? Why don't we just do a quick wrap ups here and we'll throw it in the tank. Any shout outs to do before we're done there, Dunk?
Oh yeah, we got a few. Let me just drag them over here. Okay, so we have one more boom from MJ up north, in northern Michigan. Yeah, northern Michigan, up north. That's not up north. Hello. $12.57. Yeah, we'll switch off the northern accents now. Kirsten Cinnamon has sent 30 Canadian dollars and goes hashtag boom boom. David Hollinghurst sent $20. Love the stream. Glad you do. So do we. Silver Earth, member for 2 months, sent $100.
Boom.
Except, not trying to be a pebble in the shoe, but can you please remind Starsky about my patch? Slumber, you crazy.
I remember. I remember that. I'm so sorry. I will do anything it takes to send you the patch. Plus, I have a vacation, so I will do that next week.
Yeah, you can deliver it personally. Okay, there you go. We're all caught up. No more super chats. I'm warning you. Stop it.
Yeah, you don't hear that everywhere, do you? Okay, so quick goodbye then, Dunk. What do you think?
Yeah, obviously, goodbye. Thank you very much for having me. It's been lovely being on my show tonight, and so much nice to have all these other guests on tonight with me. So yeah, it was great. Thank you very much. See you all on the show next week.
And over to Dave. What do you think, buddy? Swallow first.
Yep. We enough of their we've shilled them enough tonight. There was a very quick one as well. Daughter of Texas was asking if you like, I can make a video for you on how to make biscuits and gravy. They aren't the biscuits that me and Dunk know. Nope. It's like a bready thing. It's nice, but it's
dumplings, basically.
Not biscuits.
No, they're not. They're proper biscuits. Don't even get me started, damn it. Okay.
They're cookies. Right. Let's get on to a more important comment from Donna, who's a new member. Thanks, Dave, for all your hard work. Thanks, Donna. Nice. They've actually
you've got a fan.
I know. I think what's happened is they've mixed me up for Dunk.
Yeah, either that your mum's on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Dunk and Dunkerer.
Yeah. I should I should throw out there as well. Huge thank you to, I think I'm going to get this right, Tune, for helping out on the Discord, and obviously Janine as always, and everyone else who makes the show run. I was going to say smoothly. We can't really say that tonight, can we? Not really.
Yeah. No, but
Okay.
We
did our best.
Yeah. I know what to do with them calling in next time. It totally. I should have known better as well. What are you going to do? I know what to do now. But anyway,
and thanks to CF Beauty as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're not quite done yet because Janine Turblanche there in the chat, the mercenary moderator herself, is still rounding out her fundraising to get to Ukraine to volunteer with the food guys up on the front lines and whatnot. So I'm going to get CF to drop the links for y'all right now. Great, thing you can do to help out. Yeah. Can
we send her over now because Starsky's hungry?
Yeah. Actually, Starsky, what do you want for late night snack there? We'll get Janine on it as she's on the plane.
So today I bought some bananas and peaches and pineapples and sour cream, of course, sour cream. So I will have like a salad. It's my favorite one. You got to mix everything and add sour cream and a lot of sugar. And then your ass will be this big. Yeah, but as for the stream, guys, don't worry, because, guys, 10 years ago, people would take like potato and stream using potato, having something like 320 by 440 pixels, and everybody loved it.
Yeah,
This is how PewDiePie became famous. So
here, I can give you an example. It was like that.
yeah, all the pixels, all those little squares, and it was still awesome. So everything's fine.
Yeah, exactly. But I did figure a few things out. So yeah, big shout out to CF Beauty there and Tony Otteson. I think I got that correct. There's some other people in there that deserve proper shout outs. You know, we should actually write a fucking list and then we could be good at this. But if you're helpful, well, you know you're helpful and we love you for being helpful. Does that pretty much cover it? Is that not bad? All right. All right. With that, remember, get on the local, regional, and national governments and make sure they're doing all they can to help support Ukraine in every way, shape, and possible. You know, the more that the public speak to their representatives, the more their representatives actually speak with our words and not their own. It's a good idea. And remember, there's two very important words that are always on the tip of your tongue these days. Slava Ukraini. We're out of here, fellow babies. Good night. See you soon.
Kiss me goodnight, Captain Starsky.
It's over. Go home. Go.